Hey everybody, welcome back to Hoffman Reproductions. I'm Ben Hoffman. Thank you for tuning in with us once again here today. So earlier this week I finished milling up a brand new batch of Hoffman's Best, as I call it, a pound of my homemade powder. And while doing that, I heard that the GoX Black Powder Company is again going to change hands. Formerly it was owned by Estes Energetics, and apparently it was sold to Voyager Technologies. They are an aerospace defense company, I guess. They are going to take possession of the company sometime here in the new year. Remains to be seen if they're going to continue supplying sporting powders to individuals like us. They may not, I don't know, I have no idea. But for that reason and others, I thought I'd do a quick little video on the merits of making your own, both your powder and your other items. And kind of to go along with that, I went online on a popular muzzleloading supply site. And just before I get going, I'm not discouraging anybody from supporting a local black powder store. If you have one, by all means, I think you should support it. I don't personally live around one. I have to drive quite a ways to get to one, so that's what kind of got me going on all this stuff. And maybe you're in the same position, so I'd encourage you to do the same. But I went on Track of the Wolf's website just to get some prices to see if you were to have to buy all this stuff, the kind of money you'd be talking about. And so to get 100 rounds of 50 caliber round balls, just standard round balls, you're looking at a current price of $19.89. To get a 12 pack of black English gun flints, this really surprised me. Not giant ones, 3/4 by 3/4. You're talking about $43. And currently on their website it says they're all back ordered. You can't get them, so I didn't know that. 100 patches, pre-greased patches for the same caliber, $6.99. And then I went online and looked at several of the powder supply companies that you can buy gunpowder through. Most of them say that they're out of everything. I guess people kind of grabbed gunpowder up here again, and there's another shipment from Swiss on the way, but I'm not sure when it's going to get here. Anyway, I believe it was Buffalo Arms. They had 1F Swiss available. That was it, and it was $57.40 a pound. For a grand total, if you buy all this stuff, and this is not including tax or shipping, $127.28. Now, maybe that's fine for you. That's in your budget. Maybe that would kind of sting, depending on what you have going on. But just as an encouragement to perhaps try making your own, here's some price comparisons for you. So to mill a batch of my powder, a pound of my powder, now it depends a little bit on the ingredients, how many of those you're making yourself and so forth. So there's a little give and take on some of this pricing. But you're looking at about $4 to $6 a pound to make your own. So yes, that is a huge savings. And of course, you can make all you want. You don't have to go anywhere to get it. The flints. That same size flints, I have about 30 of them in this little baggie. These are the ones that I've made myself. We've got a video on doing that if you're interested. They were free. Most states, not all, but most states have flint available in them. So learn to identify it. Go back, check our video out. You can nap your own flints. You can get those for free. Patching. I don't buy pre-cut patching. I go to the fabric store. There's all kinds of different 100% cotton or linen types of fabric that you can buy, depending on what size. Most of it's going to go for around $5 to $6 a yard, and you can expect to get 500 to 800 patches out of that piece of material, depending on how wide it is, of course. So that's dirt cheap. As far as lead goes, I've got a couple of different calibers here. Just grabbed a few out of my cabinet. Scrap lead is not expensive. Usually it's $1 or $2 a pound, if that. And you know, you can cast for $1 or $2. You can get 100 or so rounds out of that. So again, it depends a little bit on where you go, how much your materials are, but approximately you're looking at $12 to $15 to get the same amount, if not, well, no, not the same amount, more actually if you do it yourself. $12 to $15 as opposed to $127, and that does not include shipping. If you ordered it through the mail, of course, you're going to have to pay for a hazardous material label to get put on the powder. So yes, overwhelmingly across the board, your powder you can make, your flints you can make. We even have a video on percussion caps. You can make those. Of course, your own lead ammunition, your own patching, and you can stay fully equipped, enjoy your shooting sports no matter what's going on in the world. Ebb and flow, if it's available, if it's not available, if it's expensive, it's cheap, you'll be set to go. So I know I'm a broken record on this subject, but I always think it's worth bringing up when this stuff gets hard to get. It's a little bit hard to get right now, so encourage you, go back in our videos, check them out. We show you how to make this stuff. There's other people on YouTube now that are showing you how to make it, and you can enjoy your shooting sports without any hiccups, and I think you'll be glad you did. I sure am glad I discovered how to do all this. So just a quick little video on that. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a very Merry Christmas, and we'll see you all next time.